Hello, good morning. Welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. It is Friday, September 29th, 2023, and I am coming live to you on both Facebook and the YouTube channel for my weekly Fancy Fold Friday video. And today we are going to play with the Autumn Leaves bundle. All right, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Denise Cox. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Trail, British Columbia, Canada. And I come live here every Friday for a fun fold video tutorial. So if you're watching here with me live, please say hello. Let me know you're here. I love to know who's stamping with me. And if you're catching the replay, please do the same. I always go back and read those comments too. So today is September 29th, and it is National Coffee Day, and it is a full moon. So today has been a little bit weird this morning. This is my first cup of coffee. It's not even finished yet, which for those of you who know me, that is not a good thing. Usually I have 2, maybe 3 cups of coffee in me by now. The other thing with the full moon is there's just so much craziness going on, including with my dogs. And they are like so hyper and so crazy this morning. And I don't know if the full moon can affect them too, but my goodness, it sure seems to be this morning. So I have put them upstairs in their room. Yes, my dogs are very spoiled. They have their own bedroom and they have their peanut butter treats. And so hopefully they're going to behave up there. Good morning, Tina. Welcome. So I also have my catalog launch party tonight. So we have a big event here at the community hall tonight to celebrate the mini catalog and all the wonderful things inside of it. So I am super excited to get together with those group of ladies and play some games and win some prizes and do some stamping. So it's going to be a great day today. And I am so excited to be here with you this morning. So like I said, say hello. Let me know you're here. Couple of things I did want to chat about a little bit quickly is it is the end of September, and this year is flying by so quickly that I can't even believe it. So October 1st is the brand new Stamping Up year. So it's kind of like, you know how in January we all kind of get that like, oh, it's a new year, new goals, a new start. That's how I feel come October 1st with my business. So I have some fun things coming for October. A very busy weekend getting ready for all those. So please be watching your emails, be watching my Facebook page. There is lots of changes coming in October, and I am so excited for it. It's going to be an amazing year next year for Stampin' Up's year. So one of the things that's coming is it is Stampin' Up's 35th anniversary this year. Yes, 35 years. That is impressive. And so starting October 3rd, they're having a new starter kit promotion. And this is how you can join my amazing Bird's Nest Stampers team. Tina's here watching. She's on my team. We have a bunch of fun. We do some challenges every month. We have monthly meetings. We do a lot of fun things together. And so to join my team and become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator starting October 3rd, there are 2 options for you. So normally, let me start with what it normally is. So normally on any given day, you can join Stampin' Up! For $135, and you get to choose $165 in free products. So that's the normal, right? That's an amazing deal in itself because you don't pay any shipping, you don't pay any GST. And so that's a really great deal, right? But starting October 3rd, it gets even better. So you can choose to get 35% off. So that's a discount, right? So you're going to get that same $165 worth of product, but you only have to pay $87.75, right? That is a no-brainer. You're getting almost double your products for half the price. It's crazy, right? So $165 of product for $87.75, no shipping, no GST here in Canada, and like that is a complete win. So that's option 1. Option 2 is to get 35% more product. That means you're still going to pay the $135, but you're going to get $222.75 in product. Like seriously, that's crazy. So I am excited for that promotion. You'll be hearing me talk about it all month long, starting October 3rd. If you're interested in joining my team, becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, this is definitely the time. You guys don't want to miss this, okay? It is seriously, yes, you're right, Rose. It is the best deal ever. So be watching for that. October 3rd, that amazing deal starts, and you'll be hearing me talk about it all month long because we really don't want you to miss out. All right, so let me turn the camera down we are going to continue with our autumn leaves bundle this week, and we are going to make a fun fold today. So let me flip the camera down. There we go. Alrighty, so here is the card. Now ours is going to look a little different. I have something else in mind, but here is the card I've created for today. It is a gatefold card with a belly band. So this one slides right off like that. And then we have this gorgeous paper on the front for our gatefold. So I'm going to step you through how we're going to make this. I'm going to give you the measurements in the video. We're going to change it up a bit. So be ready. Have your fingers on your keyboard. Oh, I can't get this back in here. There we go. Have your fingers on your keyboard, because when I ask a question, I want to see what your thoughts are on what we should use there. Alrighty, so here is the autumn leaves bundle. Okay, gorgeous, perfect for this time of year. I absolutely adore this bundle. I've used it so many times that look at how red my stamps are. To me, this is like a badge of honor. Like that just shows me that I've used these so much because I just absolutely love them. So they're very well used, very well loved. We're also going to be playing with the Distress Tile 3D embossing folder, another beauty in the mini catalog. We've got a fun color scheme of Mossy Meadow, Crumb Cake, Wild Wheat, and Copper Clay. And I've even snuck in some of that All About Autumn designer paper. So you guys, if you've been waiting for that paper, the wait is almost over. October 9th, that week, that is when this paper is supposed to come back. So if you've been waiting, don't hesitate. When it comes back, go ahead and put that order in, because I don't know. Last time it sold out super quickly. So we're going to play with this. Now let's get started. Now see, I even made myself a little cheater note this morning so I could give you the correct measurements. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with an early espresso card base, and it measures 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 2 1/8 from each end. Okay, so we're going to take that and we're going to fold it in like this and like this. Okay. Hello, Alexina. Welcome. Good morning. Okay, so we've got this folded. That is our gatefold, right? That's pretty standard. It's just such an easy. Now you could totally do a card decorated up like this, and that could be it. But the addition of that belly band really makes this fun. So then this is said belly band, and it measures 1.5 by 9 3/8, and I've scored it at 2.5 in from each end. Okay, so 2.5 here and 2.5 here. So what we're going to do for that one is that will eventually get folded in like this and attached together, but we're going to decorate it up a bit first. Okay. All right, so let's start with our DSP. So as I mentioned, we're doing All About Autumn DSP back on October 9th that week. So make sure you're watching for it. And if it does come back early, I'll be posting all about it. Don't you worry. Okay, so this paper, you can see that I used this fall leaves branch paper, right? But for this one, I decided, let's try something different. Let's use this beautiful path. So like this, see how that is? That's like the paper. So this paper is 6 by 6, right? So I've gone ahead and I've cut off 2 pieces that measure 5 3/8 by 2 inches, each of these. So I've just cut the paper to 5 3/8, and then I cut 2 inch and 2 inch. Made sure they were side by side, because when I put them on the front of my card, I wanted to create that picture of us walking down this autumn path. So let's go ahead and adhere that, and we are going to. This paper is just absolutely gorgeous. Fall is my favorite time of year, and so this paper really speaks to me. It's just so fun. It makes me smile. All right, so we'll go ahead and do the same here. Okay, so we're just lining that up. I'm trying to get them the same so that they're going to be, oh dear. There we go. That looks good. Okay, so do you see what we've done there? Now we've created that same image with just a little break in the card front there. Okay, isn't that fun? All right, so the next thing we're going to do is I've cut another piece off of that same thing. So this is 6 by 6. So these both are 2 inches. There was another 2-inch strip, and I just cut it in half to 1 inch. And I'm going to attach that to the inside here. Okay, I'm going to decorate my inside nice and pretty by just adding a strip of that beautiful fall paper. And then we can go ahead and attach it to the inside. Right, so just like this. Oh my goodness, so much love for this paper. Okay, I'm so excited that it is coming back. It wasn't supposed to be back till like the next week, but now it's a week early for the 9th, so that is super exciting. All right, so what do you guys think? Isn't that beautiful? All we've done is added paper and it's already beautiful. Love it. Okay, so for the belly band, I've decided, if you can see on the original card that I designed, I used the copper clay with the foil. Can you guys see that sparkle foil? So on the back of each of these 6 by 6 pieces, you do have a beautiful foil pattern. So I've used the copper clay here. But for this one, I wanted to switch it up and use this beautiful mossy meadow. Mossy meadow is another one of my very favorite autumn colors. It's also great for Christmas. So, oh, I like how it shows over here. Oh, look at, see if I move it over here where the light's a little close, you guys can totally see that shimmer. So these pieces here, oh great, I didn't write those ones down. Let me just tell you. So this one is 4 1/4 by, oh, what happened there? Hold on, we don't need that. There we go. Okay, so this one is 4 1/4 by 1 3/8. Okay, and we'll go ahead and we'll attach that on there. I'm gonna just move that mouse. I'm betting I accidentally touched the mouse when I was not intending to. Earlier today, as I was telling you in the beginning of today's video, if you caught that little chit chat part, I was telling you how crazy things have been happening this morning. So when I was setting up to do this live for you guys, I was trying to get my computer running. So I was using my mouse, or what I thought was my mouse, which was actually my tape runner. So I was wondering why the computer wasn't working, but instead of my mouse, I was trying to move my tape runner around. Have you guys had days like that? Like, it just seems so crazy. I couldn't, yeah. Anyway, I'm attributing it to not having enough coffee. That's my story. Okay. So there we have that. So these end pieces, I forgot to give you guys those measurements. So these ones here are 2 3/8 by, same thing, 1 3/8. Okay. So there we have. Yes, Rose is laughing at me because it was quite funny. I was seriously thinking something was wrong with my mouse, and then I realized it was my tape runner. Okay, how beautiful is that? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna flip that over, and we're gonna fold these sides in like this, and that is where we are going to add some tear tape. So I am going to add tear tape right here. Rose tried to use her phone as an ink pad. Yeah, that's crazy, right? We all have those types of mornings, right? I've done that as well, Rose. Thankfully, I realized before I put my stamp right on the screen. Okay, so there we have our beautiful belly band. It's got that nice finished edge, but what's even better is when we put that on the card, we're gonna make this the front so that we can cover that seam up completely. Nobody will even know it's there. All right, so let's get to the fun part and do some stamping and some embellishing and all the great things. Okay, so I have gone ahead and I have cut out, hello, Michelle, welcome. Here is my Scallop Contours dies. Okay, you guys know me. These are one of my favorite go-tos. So I've cut this out in Very Vanilla. Then I've cut a coordinating piece. And when I say coordinating, it's because look how beautifully I've cut that to fit in there, right? So this is 2 inches by 3 1/4. No, I don't think that's 3 1/4. Oh, it is 3 1/4. I felt like there was an 1/8 in there somewhere. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take a little bit of, oh, here's first question. Do you guys see on this card, I used crumb cake to kind of dust over this embossing folder to get that oomph. Now I'm wondering if you guys think that might be too light, if we should try doing it with copper clay. So let me know in the comments. Do you think we should try copper clay, or do you think we should stick with crumb cake? While you're doing that, I'm going to pull out my silicone mat. And we're going to put these leaves down here. Okay, and we're going to stick this sentiment label. So this label here, guys, this one came also from the Autumn Leaves die set. So we've got this beautiful label. We've got lots of options, actually. We've got both of these, plus we've got this little narrow one. And that narrow one is perfect for these itty bitty little sentiments here. Okay, so I'm seeing crumb cake is the vote. So let's go ahead and stick with crumb cake. So I'm just going to use my blending brush. I keep these, I have like one for browns, one for orange, one for red. Some of them I have like a light blue and a dark blue, but for the most part, I'm just going to use my brown one here. Good morning, Carol. Welcome. So we're going to blend over here on the scrap and then pull it over and just go over top of this to really highlight this beautiful pattern. So I've already embossed this. I think I told you guys that. I already embossed this with the Distress 3D embossing folder. So this is also available in that mini catalog, okay? So look at that. Look at how beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is like one of my favorite embossing folders. That is great. Now we're going to attach that. I'm waiting for this adhesive to run out, you guys. Look at that. I can see the taunting little red line. So I've got a refill at the ready, so no worries. But whenever I see that, I think, oh no, it's going to run out. So I'm always prepared with a refill. Okay, so let's go ahead and line that up inside those stitched lines. Like so. Okay, so look at how nice that looks with the scallop around it. So pretty. Okay, so back to our stamping of our leaves over here. I coordinated on this one. What I did is I stamped my maple leaf, coordinating with the paper I used on my belly band. And then I brought in wild wheat, which is one of my very favorite autumn colors, over here with these leaves. So I'm going to keep the wild wheat. But I'm wondering, do you guys think, because this belly band is, let's see, this belly band is green, right? It's mossy meadow. Do you guys think we should keep the copper clay, or should we try stamping this leaf in mossy meadow to coordinate? So leave me your comments. In the meantime, I'm going to stamp my sentiment and our little leaves in wild wheat. So I am going to use copper clay for the sentiment. And I love with a grateful heart. That is just such a beautiful saying to put on a card. I feel like, oh yeah, see, there was a blop of ink there. Let me grab my, there we go. So we're going to stamp grateful heart right here. Okay, you guys, let me know, mossy meadow or copper clay for that maple leaf. We're getting there close. So there's our grateful heart. And then we'll take wild wheat here. And what do you guys think of the color wild wheat? Are you a fan? Or is it kind of one of those ones where you're like, oh no, I don't like it. I've had so many people tell me that it looks like baby poop. And I think, oh my goodness, no, I think it's so pretty. I never went there in my mind, but there we go. Okay, so you guys are all telling me let's go with mossy meadow. All right, good. That's what I was hoping you were going to say. So there's our wild wheat leaves. Now we're going to take this beautiful maple leaf. Oh, Rose loves wild wheat too. That's awesome. I think it's so pretty. And for fall, it's like, I can't think of a more perfect color for fall. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to stamp that on here. So you guys, these are dies I already cut out with those autumn dies, autumn leaf dies. And I'm using my silicone mat like you've seen me done before to get it all lined up. And hopefully it's going to stamp really well. Oh, look at, so pretty. Okay. All righty. This is going to be fun. So I am going to slide this band on our card now. Now, when you use those measurements that I gave you, Look how nicely that band just slips on. Isn't that beautiful? All right. So many times I've tried making these belly bands and either it's too wide and it's slipping off or it's too tight, you can't get it on. So this one I found was really, really good. All right, so we're going to layer this on here with some dimensionals, of course. So I'm actually going to put them right on top of my belly band. Okay. All right. So we'll line this up like so. Okay, now let's decorate. So on our leaves, I'm going to do add a little bit of texture to them with my bone folder, which is right there. I was looking behind me. Okay, so I'm going to take this on my leaves and I'm going to kind of twist, like turn them, curl them, not turn them, curl them. And then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do the same. What I'm doing is just softening the paper, kind of breaking up some of the fibers so that I can make them look more realistic. Because I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever seen a really flat leaf. So we're just adding a bit of texture to that. Can you see how that's just going to lay really neat like that now? Okay, so that is going to go on here. Oh, good choice, guys, on the mossy meadow. I think that looks really nice. So we'll go ahead and put dimensionals here. And the only trick to this is we want to make sure that the edge of the leaf is not hanging over the edge because we still want this to fit on in a card, right? In an envelope, sorry. Of course, it's going to fit on the card. All right, so there we have that leaf. And then we'll take these wild wheat ones and we're going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to break those fibers up real quick. Sort of give it some texture. Okay, and then those can kind of come down here. Now, it doesn't really matter how they look right there because you can see our label is going to cover that. All right, so this leaf can go, let's just sort of put it underneath that one a little bit. Again, just making sure it's not going to hang over the edge of the card. Okay, then we'll take this and we'll attach that right over top of where those meet. So a little trick here, we're going to put one dimensional here. Now, this is a little warning that if you go to try and mail this card, if you recreate it yourself, it may not fit through the little slot. So I've doubled up my dimensionals, 2 on top of each other, and I'm putting that on this side. Have you guys ever done that where you make these like beautiful cards and you go to put them in the mail and they cost you way more money because they're too thick? Happens to me often. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is coming together so beautifully. Now, I did a happy dance yesterday because in my Stampin' Up order that arrived, there was my linen thread. I have been creating all week long with no linen thread. That is so hard. Usually I have a like a stash of it, but for some reason I had used it all and not realized. So I'm going to take a big, long piece of linen thread and snip that off. And then I'm going to kind of fold it into thirds. Like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I've got 3 strands all together. And I'm going to tie a bow. So see how I've done that? I've like tripled it all up. And it takes that thin linen thread look, which is still beautiful. I love it. But it also makes it like, look at that. And then what you can do is you can just pull like certain ones and then it like makes those bows. Do you see that? It makes them all different. So you get lots and lots of fun texture. So we're going to take a glue dot for that one. And, oh my goodness. There's a glue dot. Usually I rip this stuff off. I don't know why I haven't done that. Oops. Okay, so we've got a glue dot on the back there. And we'll go ahead and we're going to stick that down here. I don't want it to cover my sentiment though, so make sure you can still read your sentiment when you do that. And then we'll come in and we will trim off these edges. Again, I don't want, oh, that's kind of long. I don't really want them that long. Just play around how you like it. Just trim those off. Okay, isn't that a fun bow? I love it. Then we're going to add a little bit of bling. So these adhesive back solid gems are so beautiful, and they're in the annual catalog. And they have this color here, which is copper clay, and so it's perfect for fall. So we're going to go ahead and use that because it's going to really pop the colors from here into our design down here. So we have 3 sizes. I'm going to use 2 large ones down there in the corner, and then we'll come up with one of these little guys and we'll pop that maybe right here. Okay, there we are. Let's move that. Got such a mess as usual. There we go. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my goodness. Oh, hi, Shelly. Thank you. I'm glad you like the card. So here we have 2 different samples of the same card. And just by switching out that paper and the band paper and changing the color of the leaf, they do have very different looks. I think they're beautiful. I'm so happy with how they've both turned out. And then as we mentioned earlier, you just pull that band off and we have this beautiful designer paper in there too. So that was a really fun card to make with you guys this morning. Now, let me see if I can find my mouse. There it is, not my adhesive. And come back and say goodbye to you all. So thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun this morning creating this card with you and switching up all those beautiful fall papers and colors. So I wanted to let you know that next week you are going to have the opportunity to see lots of me on videos because my friend Michelle and I have decided we're going to do a Halloween week. And so we are going to come live to you Monday through Thursday with a fun Halloween project each day. So I'm going to do 4 videos and she's going to do 4 videos. We're going to have some specials for you guys during the week as well. So be sure to tune in. More information will come in my email. So if you're not already on my email list, make sure you get signed up. Go to Bird's Nest Designs. No, that's not where you need to go. You need to go to createwithbirdsnest.ca and sign up for that newsletter so you don't miss out. But if you're not a fan of Halloween and you're like, oh, I'm not really into Halloween, don't discount this week because all the beautiful projects we're going to share with you can be changed out and switched around. They don't all have to be Halloween, right? So you can take our Halloween ideas and you can twist them into like a Christmas card or a Christmas treat or whatever. We have lots of fun to share with you guys. So don't miss out. Watch your emails. More info will come, but we're both very excited to share our projects with you. All right, everybody, don't forget to watch for that joining special and watch your emails. And I will be back here Monday morning at 10 a.m. with another fun video for you, a Halloween Make It Monday. Aw, thanks, Rose. I can't wait to share these projects with you guys. Okay, have a wonderful, beautiful day. I hope you have some crafty time this weekend, and we'll be back Monday morning. Cheers.